One of the difficult parts about the design process is coming out with new ideas. So here are some websites that will help boost your creative juice for your next project, and this is coming up. Hi everybody, Innocent here and welcome to the channel. Over here we make videos like this. If that is something that sounds like you're interested, kindly consider subscribing. Sometimes coming up with design ideas is very difficult, so these are some websites that will help inspire you for your next project. Now let's get into the video. The first website that we're going to look at is google.com. Before you click away, give me a minute to explain. Now we understand that Google is the largest search engine in the world. So almost anything that we are going to talk about here can also be found on Google. And that is why Google is one of the best websites for you to take inspiration or get inspiration for any of your design projects. Now, anytime I'm trying to come up with a design and I come to Google, there are two basic things that I do. So for instance, if I'm designing a church flyer, the first thing that I'm going to search for is church flyer samples. So I can search for church flyer samples over here, and then you realize that it is going to give you like tons of samples. And for instance, if you go to the images here, you're going to find so many samples, of which one of my or two of my videos are popping up here. That's interesting. Now you're going to find like samples of church flyers over here, so many of them, and you realize that these are vague, or this was just a generic search that we did. So almost any type of church flyer is showing up here. But then if you want to be more specific, we can go for something like conference church flyer samples. What this is going to do is that it is going to limit our search to the keyword that we actually use. So you realize that almost all the church flyers that are showing up over here are related to conferences and something related to conference. So you first of all make a generic search or a very general search that brings you all the designs that you can think about, and then you can be more specific about what you want to do. The same thing would apply to something like if you want to search for label design ideas. So we can search for something like this, and then you'd realize that it is going to bring you different ideas about label designs. Okay, so you can have so many of them. But then if you want to be more specific, you can go for something like fruit label design ideas, and then it is going to bring you a result search that is related to fruit label designs. You can even be more specific and search for something like 3-letter logo design, and then you're going to find something that is related to 3 letters logo design. So you can see you have samples here, you have the design process, the ideas over here. So Google can be one of the best inspiration websites if you know how to go about it. The next website that we are looking at is Behance.net. This is a website that is owned by Adobe and which gives creatives the platform to put their works, and other creatives can also pick inspirations from them. The thing about Behance is how detailed people go in putting out their works over there. So for instance, if you come to the search bar and then you search for logo design, let's go for logo design over here, you realize that people have posted different type of logo designs over here, and then you can go through them and pick inspirations from them. But if you go ahead and click on any one of them, for instance, you're going to see the process and then how the person came up with the design. So this is the final output, and then if you scroll down, you're going to see how the whole idea, the whole concept came about. So this is the construction process, and this is basically the idea about the design and all that you're supposed to know. These are the colors that a person used, and these are all the concepts that a person came out with. So you see how detailed the person has taken time to come out with all that he used in creating this particular logo, and it goes for other design projects as well. Now the filters over here even makes it more easier for you to use. So you can go to the creative field, and then you can go to illustration, graphic design, motion graphics, and so many things. Or if you want to be limited or search according to the tools that were used, you can go for Photoshop, Illustrator, InDesign, and so many of them. As well, you can also go for projects with source files. So you can get projects with source files and you can download them and use them in your projects. Next up is Pinterest.com. This is one of the biggest inspiration websites that you can use if you are a designer. On Pinterest, you have so many designs. People actually post their design works and inspiration and so many things also here. But if you are a designer, you can use the search button to actually make your search easier for you. So you realize that we have flyer and poster design, you have corporate design, or you have vintage wedding invitations. Now if you choose any one of them, for instance the flyer and poster designs, you are going to be welcomed with so many posts that are related to flyer and posters. After going through all of these, if you don't see exactly what you're looking for, you can even make your search more specific in the search box. I can search for something like makeup flyer design. Now right from here, you realize that you're going to be welcomed with so many makeup flyer designs that you can pick inspirations from. Now you realize that there are some tags over here that you can click on them, so you can choose on something like the creative here that is going to give you like creative makeup flyer design. So something, you see, any one of them that you choose, it is going to give you like different type of flyer designs that you can pick inspiration from. Now Pinterest allows you to save your favorite images so that you don't have to go back and be searching for them. You can just go straight to your profile and then you can see all the images and flyers that you've saved to your profile. The next website that we are looking at is Dribbble.com. Now remember, the Dribbble is triple B. Similar to Behance, this is a platform for you to share your works with other creatives and which other creatives can pick inspiration from this. So right over here at the homepage, you realize that we have animation, branding, illustration, and so many things that you can actually use or choose right away. So according to what you want to do, you might want to go for any one of these, but if you can't find it over there, you may come to the search button here and then you can search for it. So let's go for the food over here, for instance. All right, so this is one of the trending searches recently, and you can see so many things about UX and then UI designs. So let's go for restaurant, and all of these are some beautiful things that you can pick inspiration from. So if you are designing a flyer, for instance, you can pick an inspiration from the US UI design and then use the idea and then use it for your flyer. As well, if you are designing something like a banner, you can choose your ideas from a flyer and then you can use it for your banner. It's just a matter of trying to be creative, pick your ideas, put them together and be creative about it. The last website that I'm going to talk about is Instagram. And you know, Instagram is one of the biggest platforms for designers and creatives. With the help of the search button here, you can easily find so many inspirations. So you realize I recently searched for logo inspirations. There are so many pages that you can follow on Instagram that will boost your creativity and that will inspire you for your next project. Logo inspiration is one of the pages that I follow, and there are so many things that you can learn from here. One thing I love about some of these pages is that they give you the process, they give you the ideas. They don't just show you the final project, but sometimes they give you the idea of how they came out with the project. So this one right here is an example of how this whole logo came out. You see the concept. So you can pick so many inspiration from some of these pages. Now if you're able to make good use of your hashtag, you'll be able to get some good inspiration. For instance, if you search for hashtag church flyer, you are going to find so many church flyers that are related to the hashtag that you use. So if you go for, let's say, hashtag product design, you're going to find so many designs that are related to some of these things. So Instagram can also be very helpful if you know your way around it. And one thing that also helps is following people that are very good in your field. So if you are looking for church flyers, you might as well want to follow me on Instagram. Yeah, so those are 5 websites that will help boost your creative juice, that will inspire you for your next project, that you can pick so many ideas and then use them for your next project. Let me know in the comment section if you have any website that you'd want us to check out or fellow creators can check out for design inspiration. I hope this video was helpful. If it was, a subscribe to the channel will be so very much appreciated. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. It's Innocent here, and bye.